They done took down Puff. They done took down all these other powerful black people. Jay-Z's like the lone standing powerful black man.
Yo, if you do the track wrestling on them, Jay is them people.
But I know they went up to the feds one day and they took some paperwork up there too.
Let's be very clear. This is the email that DJ Vlad sent me, his producer sent me, asking me to appear on his podcast on YouTube just after the Cassie video was released on my birthday.
But like, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. You know, so I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally is that those accusations are crazy.
That was 50 Cent. No one's scared of 50 Cent. I want everyone to be clear. No one's scared of 50 Cent.
I think it was kind of taken out of context a little bit, but what do you think?
I don't think it was taken out of context. No, I think the guy who was talking to him made him feel like a punk. You see what I'm saying? So he had to say, yo, nobody's scared of 50. Let's get this clear. Nobody is scared of 50. You know, but I'm not the issue. Him making you feel like a punk is the issue. At the end of the day, I look at it and people don't assess themselves. Even really intelligent people. Jay's a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? He'll analyze other people and other things that they're doing and not actually look at what's happening to him and his transition and difference.
Jay, your music saved my life, man. We're Sagittarius too, Bob. Thank you so much.
They were viewed as untouchable. Two dominant figures standing side by side at the top of hip-hop. Business partners, allies, almost brothers in influence. But according to what 50 Cent has been hinting at, that bond may have fractured the moment self-preservation mattered more than loyalty. 50 suggests this was never really about music. It was about power. And when that power began to slip, the people closest to Diddy didn't rush to protect him. They moved to protect themselves. That's where Jay-Z enters the story. As Diddy's legal troubles began piling up, something strange happened. The industry went quiet. No major voices spoke up. No public support, only silence. And beneath that silence, sources say moves were being made behind the scenes. Reportedly, Jay-Z had been collecting information for years.
They took down Puff. They done took down all these other powerful black people. Jay-Z's like the lone standing powerful black man.
Yo, if you do the track wrestling on them, Jay is them people. If you do the history on most of the people that got in trouble in the industry, big trouble, who they went to for help? When Lil Wayne was in trouble, who'd he go to? When Meek Mills was in trouble, who'd he go to? Meek Mills said it himself. Desiree helped me. You understand? So, how could he be up next? You know what I'm saying? He is them people. They go to him when they got problems. And what they gonna say if he don't come up and nothing? What they gonna say? Told you, he ain't got nothing to do with that. They still gonna cover it up anyway. But I don't think they coming after him at all. I don't think they got, like I said, I think he is them. He has a relationship with them. You talking about a woman that had a relationship with the feds for 20-something years.
For months, 50 Cent warned that powerful people were holding real evidence. Not rumors, not talk, actual documented material. Then suddenly, 50 had enough content to build an entire Netflix documentary when no one else could. That raised one major question. Where did it come from? Industry insiders believe Jay-Z understood just how dangerous those files were. And instead of going down with Diddy, he allegedly chose another option. Distance, damage control, and possibly cooperation.
Working for them. You got an agent, your agent that's in charge of you. You think she don't have no relationships with over the years with all these agents that became retired and connected and this and that and the third till they just know she got power. That's power over there. You know what I'm saying? Who you wanting one on your side? You got them on your side? You know what I'm saying? If something happened with him, it's going to be about a money situation. It ain't going to be nothing that's going to hurt. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't see them going after him. You know what I'm saying? But everything Jaguar be saying do flourish.
So what really drew attention was the legal side of everything. As accusations began surfacing, one name kept appearing. Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, started showing up repeatedly in situations connected to Diddy's case.
Sean Carter is just as bad as the diddler. And I know that for a fact. I got the scars to prove it. You want to know what a box cutter feels like going into your skin and ripping you? I can tell you how it feels. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. That Cassie shit, that's nothing. I'm saying Sean Carter remembers everything he did to me and he's got it on tape. Just like Diddy. And you're gonna be crazy. It's gonna be the women that give them in the end.
Critics like Jaguar Wright argue that Jay-Z has always known how to move before disaster hits. She claims he never waits for collapse. He exits early and lets the fallout happen behind him. Then the timing becomes impossible to ignore. As Diddy's influence weakened, 50 suddenly gained reach, confidence, and backing to challenge people no one normally touches. That's why many believe someone powerful opened doors. And if Jay-Z knew those recordings existed, knew they would eventually surface, quietly passing them along may have been the cleanest exit. Secure yourself. Cut ties. Let Diddy fall. 50 has never said it outright, but he hasn't denied it either. What he has made clear is that the betrayal didn't come from outsiders. It came from within, from people smiling for cameras while planning their escape. That's why the industry feels tense. If Jay-Z acted against Diddy to save himself, this wasn't accidental. It was calculated. And once everything is exposed, people may finally understand why the silence felt so heavy.
These are criminals. Diddy is a deal, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many up people does he have to be around before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me, I'm trying to move beyond Diddy, I'm Love now. It seems like Jay-Z would try to run away from his past.
Calling that love and anything that he did love. Brother love. What kind of love? Baby oil love. Baby love. Baby love. Explicit love. Hey! They never thought that hip-hop would take it this far.
Oh, man. It's different now.
These lyrics are all hitting different right now. All that people talking about. Fathers.
When asked why she focused so much on Jay-Z instead of only Diddy, Jaguar Wright gave a simple explanation. She said they are connected. You can't separate one from the other. In her view, discussing one without the other makes no sense. They rise together, and when things fall apart, they fall together. She believes they operated side by side and shared responsibility for what happened.
Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could level up Beyonce, who was struggling. Let's just say allegedly that happened. Now I want you to think about 106th and Park with Mary J. Blige. Free, who is a victim of Sean Carter.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige, who is a victim of Sean Combs, are sitting there talking about the death of Aaliyah amongst each other. Think about that. You got a Diddy victim, you got a Jay-Z victim, and you got a superstar gone. They know what happened. And yet, they had to sit there and have that conversation like they didn't know who did it. Think of the power of that. Think about Claudia Jordan right now. Claudia Jordan don't ever mention my mother name. She mentioned it yesterday. Talking about why people are afraid to come forward. You mean like you? You was Diddy girl. Corey was Jay-Z girl. Why don't you claim your friend? Claudia.
So, Jack, when you say...
When I say Corey, I'm talking about Kathy White.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Jay-Z's pregnant mistress, who died of an imaginary aneurysm, just like the woman who was best friends with Kim and Kimura, who wrote the book Bling, and died as soon as it made the bestsellers.
People also started noticing another pattern. Jay-Z and Beyonce were losing followers daily, yet neither addressed anything publicly. No statements, no denials, no clarification, just silence while acting as if nothing was wrong. Jaguar didn't see that silence as confidence. She saw it as fear.
Why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time, like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing different. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
Yeah, shout out D. Haven. He actually hit us up, wanted to tell this story.
You need to talk to D. Haven.
We need to talk to him.
I told you that last year when I put you on the phone.
From her perspective, Jay-Z isn't standing alone. She openly accuses Beyonce as well, labeling her complicit rather than uninvolved.
Your husband don't want to put his seed inside of you. He put it in everybody else. Wild in this world, yo.
It's funny, you open up Beyonce's internet, it just gets weird.
Beyonce's internet.
That's what we're calling
that
it.
That belongs to the devil. Unless you calling that the devil, she ain't nothing but an employee.
Oh.
And half of which dumbass bitch.
So, you know, it's funny that it's crazy you say these things.
I know nobody want to accept that.
I think
she went and the girl cats.
Okay.
A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her while she was asleep. No snacking on his big people cats. And guess what? They wouldn't give her the restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too. Which is interesting because she's a brilliant musician. And she was trained at the esteemed Berklee College of Music. Handpicked by my very good friend, Terry Lynn Carrington, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls.
She later explained that appearing on Piers Morgan's show was never part of her original plan. The opportunity came through her team, and she accepted because Piers is known for strict fact-checking. She believed that if her claims passed his production and legal review, people would be forced to listen. And she was right. The interview didn't just circulate online. It sparked reactions. Media figures rushed to respond, some trying once again to discredit her. One of them was DJ Vlad, who publicly dismissed her accusations.
No, I know.
He said he would never sit with me. He would never have me on it. He never wanted to talk to me. He never would.
But I got receipts. Vlad, why did you reach out to Jag back in June asking for Jag to be on the show?
Why you do that, Vlad?
Vlad, why you playing in our face?
Why you lying on his podcast?
And Vlad, and your fat wife.
We'll stop there.
Damn.
Let's be very clear. This is the email that DJ Vlad sent me, his producer sent me, asking me to appear on his podcast on YouTube just after the Cassie video was released on my birthday. I saw it. I never responded. Odell responded. Weeks and weeks later. But then again, Diddy was already in trouble, so you really didn't need to talk to me because you couldn't do much disinformation with me. I guess that's why your friend from the Star Report, or should I say the Comet Report, because he crashed out just like a comet. I guess that's why he was so upset when I started asking him relevant questions about why he's propping up a liar. At this point in time, Vlad, I think it's only fair to say that Carol Johnson, your assistant, unless you're saying you didn't know, she sent this on your behalf.
She then pressed even harder. She reminded viewers that months earlier she warned that recordings were being moved, sold, and quietly passed around. At the time, people said she had no proof. Now, attorneys connected to active cases were admitting they had encountered the same file she had spoken about.
I didn't even know Vlad was going to be on.
Oh.
Like I said, it was brilliant. Because everything that he said, denouncing me and then confirming me and then talking about, that all happened a day before the report about the 9-year-old boy was released. And before people started confirming that the video that was being shopped around was Bieber and Diddy. See, that's the problem with running your mouth, Vlad. That's the problem. You didn't realize on Monday that every word that you said was going to be invalidated on Tuesday. See, that's what happens when you're a liar. See, I didn't have to worry about what I said on Monday, because I knew what I said on Monday was going to hold up on Wednesday. The truth needs no support, just time and room.
She reinforced that point, saying she had warned everyone long before that the recordings were being transferred and circulated in secret. Back then, critics mocked her. Now lawyers involved in ongoing investigations were confirming they had reviewed the same material Jaguar, Wright referenced months earlier.
The other person that was with them, they go up to the feds with all this paperwork, you understand? And I mentioned this before, you understand? They not only talking about the extortion stuff, they talking about how they trying to be made to have this what you call this promotion, this distribution thing. And which I'm finding out, they wasn't even gonna be a part of it until later. But they was in fear, like they was trying to be made to be a part of this whole distribution thing that Suge Knight was trying to build up with Rockefeller, because it was Dame Dash, it was Irv Gotti, it was Jay Prince, and Death Row. You understand what I'm saying? So now, everybody wanna know who's this and who's that, and wanna go back and say, yo, how do you know? It came from the horse's mouth. He said he got all the paperwork to prove it. Kirk Burrows said it plenty of times, but nobody won't sit down with him. I mean, like, you won't get none of these, these radio stations and all this stuff like that to sit down with him. He said, I got the paperwork. He got files from the from the DEA and the FBI, all that stuff like that.
People once considered untouchable are now being indirectly tied to events discussed years ago. Jay-Z's name keeps resurfacing. Puffy fell, but questions around Jay-Z remain.
Puffy told, but Jay-Z, I didn't know about that. So Jay-Z, he told too?
Said that years ago, man. Said that years ago. What are you gonna do? They're gonna do whatever. Yo, listen to me. They're the reason why rap in New York went down the drain. They made sure that these young cats didn't come up with platforms and didn't come up with situations. Like Jay-Z, let me tell you something. Jay-Z and it's funny. It's funny. We were talking about how Puff and Ja Rule was cool. But at one time, Puff was trying to trick Ja Rule into going at Jay-Z. That whole weekend that he was with Sarah. The whole weekend they was in that hotel room. That day they was in that hotel room. Always coming back on that G5 jet. He was trying to talk Ja Rule into going at Jay-Z. But now him and Jay-Z is like freaking frat.
That's how fast loyalty shifted. Some point to Puffy's deep media and business reach, situations where programming never cut to ads, and cases where certain figures face consequences while others seem shielded. Viewers began noticing patterns. When Kanye West openly challenged Puffy and hinted at corporate ties, the response was immediate.
Speaking of Kanye West, he made a comment on Drink Champs, and he said that Puffy was the feds. What you think about him saying that?
Well, when he's talking about the feds, he could be saying that he's their ear. Puff is the one who goes back and he tells, like he did when Suge, when Jay Prince, when Irv Gotti, I think it was Irv Gotti could have been a part of that too. When they was all trying to get that distribution company together, he the one went back and told Jimmy Iovine them, and then him and Kirk Burrows took, Kirk said he didn't know what he was doing. They took paperwork and they took some stuff up to the feds, you understand, regarding Death Row now. I don't know the intricate details of what they took, but I know they went up to the feds one day.
That brings everything back to the original accusation. The full truth may still be hidden, but the pattern keeps repeating. And when stories told years ago start matching what's coming out today, it stops sounding like speculation and starts feeling like history resurfacing. Many who speak out appear genuinely afraid of the people they're exposing.
What happened was I guess Pac had got whiffed that Jay-Z was in town. Well, he gonna do a show because Jay-Z, he doing a show. But you gotta realize Jay-Z had became an enemy of Pac because I think he had said some he was gonna do a song with Big or whatever like that, the whole 9 yards. So Jay is now Pac's enemy too. So Chaz Williams, who was over Black Hands. Black Hands is one of the labels who did that Black Gangster had every artist in New York on. And Chaz, who is now getting into the music business, has become a music executive. And he was once a former gangster who was on American Gangster BET because they had him down for robbing 161 banks. That's what they put in their program and everything. But Chaz was a gangster in New York City that became a music executive. So he gets a phone call saying that Jay is not gonna come out the room because Tupac threatened him. So he's not gonna do his show. Can he make some phone calls, you understand, to get Pac off the booth? So I think he may have talked to Big D, and Big D and Eric B called Suge, and Suge was laughing, saying that wasn't him. Because they tried to make it seem like it was Suge that was doing it, but it was Pac. So I guess Suge called Pac. Pac let him go ahead and do his show and everything like that. But Jay was scared to come out his room.
So that story was really true about Jay-Z being afraid to come out his hotel room.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, he was scared. Probably still is scared.
In later statements, he said others tried to downplay the incident or act as if it never happened, but he stood by his account. He also explained why there was pressure to resolve things quickly. At the time, there were serious discussions about reuniting the East Coast and West Coast. There was even talk of creating an East Coast version of Death Row with artists from New York and California. If tensions had exploded between Tupac and Jay-Z, that entire plan would have collapsed instantly.
It was going to call a dissension because they were trying to start Death Row East Coast. And that would have been Pac, Eric B, and you know what I'm saying, all the dudes here in New York. So then they're going to have groups coming back and forth from Cali to New York. So it was just good business just to chill out with that. But they was trying to chill out the whole thing. They had a big meeting and Puff wouldn't send a representative or let Zip or Chaz represent him in the meeting.
Yeah, that's a wild story. Yeah, who told you this story, if you don't mind me asking?
I was there.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that, man. I didn't know you was there. So you was there when Jay was scared to come out his hotel room. I had no idea, man.
I used to roll with Chaz every day, bro. And then it came out. And then it came out, somebody else told the story. But that, I think it may have been Dame Dash or something like that told the story. A lot of my stories get out, man, but they don't believe when I tell them. They believe it when they hear somebody else say it.
Now, the silence makes more sense when you compare old accounts with what's being revealed today. The picture becomes clearer. The same names keep appearing. The same cycles repeat. And voices that were dismissed years ago are suddenly being validated. Do you think more will come out next? Share your thoughts in the comments.